Mic check 1 2. What is this?
I wanna. We didn't even.
That's right.
Bruh. We don't. You can't. Yo. Right at the
Our
intro.
show. It's our show.
Yeah, but that's not a smooth welcome.
Alright, would you like to welcome one more time?
No, fuck it. That's it.
No, we'll go.
Double welcome. Are you gonna keep the first welcome in?
That's right.
If we were like, it might be for some humor purposes, because
Oh my God. Welcome back to another episode. It does feel like it's been a while, but it wasn't. We literally recorded last week.
a special
First
episode.
and foremost, how have you been, Anthony?
Stressed. Been
Why?
working a lot.
That's how I feel, and I just started work this week.
Yeah. Been working, man. Working.
Yo, I feel like the little kid, like summer vacation, and then when I go back to school, I hate that feeling. You don't get that feeling anymore because you just work.
Nah, but this summer I had 3-day weekends every week.
Why didn't you do that again?
That's my plan for next summer. Next summer, my plan is to take every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off.
How the fuck are you gonna do that?
I got time.
Yeah, but you got appointments.
Fuck those appointments. I schedule them.
But I'm saying, why didn't you do it? Why can't you just continue that
I don't
for
get
the
more
winter?
time.
Oh, you're gonna build it by then.
Yeah, my vacation time comes back December 17th.
Friday, Saturday. Oh, because you already have Sundays and Mondays
I
off.
always have Sundays off, so I take Friday, Saturday off. So that's my goal. Like, oh man, listen.
You trying like fuck that job.
Don't let me get like some like FMLA or some type of leave where I can just 3-day
But
work
FMLA
weeks.
isn't even worth it.
It's
You
worth
get
the
what
peace
is
of
it? 1
mind.
day a month? I think it's only 1 day a month, and they
can
don't
get
pay
one.
you.
You don't get paid, but then look, Friday night I did a little gig and got some money.
A little gig.
A little gig
The
photography.
IRS could be listening.
So if I can like work little side jobs with photography here and there just to earn a couple dollars.
Book Anthony for all your photography
Listen,
needs.
man, I'll take all those days off. That's the goal.
Now that is the goal.
You know what I'm saying?
I was talking to somebody and they were like, yo, like if you keep at it and you're getting more opportunities, you're gonna have to make like everything, especially if you're like an entrepreneur, a content creator, you have to make a sacrifice. And they were like, you're gonna have to take that leap of faith and quit your job.
Listen, that ain't a
And pursue
sacrifice.
That's a sacrifice, Anthony.
That ain't a sacrifice for me. I'm ready to quit my
Anthony,
job.
no,
Listen,
wait, hold on.
The first real paycheck I get, I'm gone.
Okay, hold on.
Listen, as soon as I'm able to.
Because I thought you would be more on my side with this.
Fuck, I hate my job.
I want.
What do you mean, nigga? Please, go fund me.
I don't want to say I hate my job. I don't hate my job. I hate waking up early to go to work. I don't hate my
I
job.
hate structure. I hate organization.
I thrive in structure and organization. My thing is though, is like I need the secure paycheck every 2 weeks.
Fuck that.
In this, you don't get a secure pay. Like it's not secure unless you're like well known, like Joe Budden type shit.
Listen,
That's different.
listen. I'm good with taking that job.
I don't know.
I would do it now, but the way rent is, I would have to work
There's no way.
way harder
There's no way.
to do it.
There's no way. But yeah, when they told me that kind of like put things into perspective for me. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, once I get to that point where like I know for sure, like yo, nah, you good. All right, peace. We out. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. It ain't gonna take too much convincing me to quit my job.
Oh, we know. Because you already trying to transition yourself out of that fucking place.
I ain't worked 5 days a week this whole summer. I've been late for the past year.
God knows how, yeah.
I
Years.
leave early. I don't even know when the last time I worked a full, like, no, I'm good.
Stop. First of all, what if they hear this, Anthony? Stop. Don't even put that out there.
What they gonna do, fire me?
No.
I ain't gonna be mad. I'm gonna just be broke. But I mean, like,
Nah. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know. Anyway, other than that, been working a lot. I started work. I'm tired. Hate waking up early. But we're here.
But I do want to say shout out to Jose, DJ Pasal.
Yeah, shout him out.
Because he trusted me to take pictures for him in his spot, you know what I'm saying, for his party, and I appreciate that shit. So he's the first person that gave me that opportunity. Aww. He wasn't the first person to bring it up to me, though, because I don't want to say that, because Jar actually was talking to me first about it, like he wanted to do something.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was like, it was me. But then Jose actually gave me made it happen kind of thing. So I got to shout out Jose for that shit.
And make sure you let him know that you shouted him out so he can watch this episode. Get the views
I'm making
up.
a small clip.
Get the views
shout out to
up.
DJ Pasal.
Word,
Noche de
shout out
Pereo
to you.
was
Noche
fire.
de qué?
Noche de Spanish words.
You are not Spanish.
Wait, I
Noche
rolled
de
the
pereo?
R's.
What is the pereo?
I rolled the R's. What are you talking about?
Bye.
You trying to infringe on my Puerto Rican?
Enough. Let's get started with the episode, please. Enough. I hate when they do small talk in podcasts.
You started the small talk.
Yeah, but I thought it was going to be shorter than that. It's fucking 6 minutes now. Nobody cares about us like that. All right. Like always, I haven't even been consistent with this shit. We're going to start with our word in a bowl.
Let me see the bowl.
Here.
You picked the word this time.
I haven't picked, right?
No.
All right. Let's make it good. Let's make it nasty.
Don't make it nasty.
All right. Loyalty. That's the word.
A wise man once said,
What?
these hoes ain't loyal.
They're not. They're not supposed to be. Hoes aren't supposed to be loyal. It's not the function of a hoe.
No, you should be only loyal to yourself.
Okay. So you shouldn't be loyal to anybody else?
Depends.
What does loyalty mean? What does loyalty mean, really?
I'll let you take the wheel.
I don't know. Let's brainstorm. I never had to dissect this word before.
Loyalty.
Loyalty, people think of it as fidelity, but fidelity is fidelity. Loyalty is loyalty.
You want to look up the Webster?
Oh,
What
God.
Webster says? Because what I think of
I feel like
loyalty-
you could be loyal and not be faithful. I feel like you could be loyal, but if you're loyal, you're trustworthy.
You are.
Right?
You're trustworthy. Like, for example, my best friend, he's married, right?
Oh, yeah, we're going to have him on the podcast soon.
So loyalty to me is like, as that being my friend, me not trying to hit on his wife.
Maybe that's
Or
just
things like that.
respectful, though.
But that's also like, there's dudes out here who will try to hit on their like best friend's girls and shit. Or like, what type of loyalty? You don't have a loyalty to your boys?
All right, so the definition at Oxford, not Webster, says that it's giving or showing firm and constant support or allegiance to a person or institution.
Correct.
Support and allegiance.
That's also, so like I just said, shout it out for hook me up with a DJ photography gig. But like, he didn't have to do that. I did it for him once before, just off of like love, like, you know what I'm saying? Because he's always been mad cool. So I did it for him that time. He could have paid someone else that he probably knew that's been doing it, but he gave me that chance.
Yeah.
So I was just showing loyalty for me for holding it down for him once, and he did it for me that time.
Okay, so I got to bring it back to relationships, right? Because we always talking about relationships. What
to
is
avoid
loyalty in a relationship? It's the same thing. I support you no matter what, even if I don't agree with it.
I mean,
See?
a lot of time that could be what it is. Depends on what you don't agree with, though.
Like, right? Am I not loyal if I don't agree with
Because I
everything
don't
you do?
believe in blind loyalty.
I don't believe in blind loyalty either.
You know what I mean? So there need to be some limits. Some people take advantage.
And then, okay, are you loyal to the person who's been in your life the longest? But what if you're in a relationship with someone? So like, are you going to be more loyal to your friends or your parent or your sibling over your partner? But your partner has been solid with you and has never done anything wrong?
It depends. Most people are going to end up being more loyal to their partner.
That's how I see it.
Because that's the person they're going to be with the majority of the time. You already had your life with your friends and family. So when you start getting serious with someone, that's different type of relationship. Like I said before, you can't sleep with those other people.
With the blind loyalty though, like what if you're with somebody and they don't like your friend or they don't like somebody? Are you supposed to not fuck with that person too? Like now do I gotta stop being friends with my friends because my partner doesn't like them?
I don't do that.
That shit is tough.
Yeah, I'm not that type of person. You're that type of person.
Excuse me?
You would do that.
Like what?
Like if you and I are friends and someone comes in that you don't like, I can't like that person.
That's not true.
You want me to be straight loyal to you, like, dude, you don't like this person.
That's not true.
Well, maybe you've evolved and you've grown.
I've evolved
That
because
was not true before.
your relationship with that person is different than whatever I had with them.
And it's one of those things where it's like, just because you don't like the person, I don't have to force you to be their friend. I don't have to force that person to come around you and do things.
Yeah.
You know what
it's
I mean?
the forcing. Don't force that person around me.
Correct.
It just gets a little tricky because I've dated people who don't like a friend or two of mine. I hate like having to plan like, okay, you can come for this event, but you can't come for that event because that is with the tricky part. But like, I also don't want to force two people to be around each other if they really don't want to be around each other.
Listen, that's why it's like, if the people in my circle can't get along, whoever's the fucking issue gotta go.
Okay.
I can't be. I'm not doing all that planning.
So you're not gonna be loyal to that person, the person who's the issue.
Nah, yo. I can't be trying to hold someone's hand and like going out of my way to make someone feel comfortable because fuck that shit. Everyone hates you. That's your own damn problem.
That is true.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
or you could just invite everybody and then whoever don't show up.
Do that too.
Because you don't really gotta coddle anybody either.
I don't know, not me.
Yeah, but loyalty.
I'll instigate some shit. Be like, yo,
don't do that. You're such a fucking
come get a shot of me, John. Come get a shot of me.
All right. Did we touch it? Loyalty, yes? I feel like we got everything out.
Loyalty.
All right. So the next thing we're going to talk about. So this episode is another episode for, I guess, the Instagram followers. All the topics for this episode, you guys gave them to us. So we're just going to answer them from our point of view.
Wait, before we do that, okay. I want to touch on a current event thing real quick.
Okay, go.
Just throw this out there, blind you with this.
Oh, God.
So have you seen the Kanye stuff that's happening with Kanye and Adidas?
No, I haven't. So you're teaching me.
All right. So Kanye obviously was with Adidas, Yeezy, and all that stuff.
Okay.
Adidas released a sneaker that looks similar to Kanye pair of sneakers.
Okay.
So of course he's mad. Like, oh, they're trying to steal my design. And then you had like Swiss Beats and Diddy and all these people posting on social media, like backing Kanye, like, yo, this is not right. They're trying to steal, like, you know, basically like stealing from another black creator and just trying to just get him out of the way kind of thing. So that also fits into loyalty because those Swiss Beats ain't got no dog in the race or whatever. He's just showing loyalty to his boy Kanye and supporting him in a way.
Supporting allegiance.
You know, and Diddy's like, yo, I ain't never wearing Adidas again kind of thing. I mean, for someone like him, you don't got to. He can create his own damn shoe.
Yeah.
So that ties into that loyalty thing. Do you think it's good when so if a situation like that where, you know, you didn't ask for support from these guys, that they just give it to you, like how would that make you feel, like personally, you think?
That shit is lit. I love when I don't have to ask for the support and I just get it, but I think that's everybody. You don't want to feel like you're begging somebody to have your back or hold you down all the time. It gets exhausting, and I think that's why a lot of people, when they don't get the support, they kind of retreat back, or they get a little down. Like sometimes I be getting down, especially with this shit, with the podcasting shit. Like I've noticed that the people who support you the most don't even be the people that you would think support you.
That's why I never in my life.
I get more love from people that I hardly know.
Right. That's how it's always gonna be, because people that know you just know you for this. They know you as the person.
Right.
You know, anything you do that's like outside of that, it's hard for them to get behind. Which is cool. That's just normal in anything. Like if your brother was a rapper, you'd be like, oh, my brother's a rapper. You ain't really about to be rock with him crazy like that. It's just how it be. Like motherfuckers just you always get the most support from people you don't know. That's why it's always my goal was never to beg my friends or family to back me. Yeah. 'Cause I wouldn't expect them to.
But why? I feel like we should be expecting our family and friends to do that. Just because they're our family or our friends. Like, well, all right. My sister, very fucking supportive of everything I do. And that's my sister. And then I have like a few best friends, but like only one of them is really the most consistent in supporting me, which is fine. I don't say nothing no more. I don't get mad, but it kind of does be like, it kind of makes me like, I don't want to say I'm salty, but I do look at it like, interesting. It's just interesting. Like, noted. I got it. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. I guess I still have to process that. But I guess that goes into projection. So we're going to talk about, some girl, she just wrote projection. All right. So when it comes to projection in general, we all project. I don't believe that there's one person in the world that doesn't project something onto somebody else, because we have no choice but to project onto people. Projection is just a result of your experiences, the way you were raised, how you feel about things. And so when you are giving someone advice, or even when you judge somebody on the slightest thing, it's all projection. I don't think it's anything that we can avoid. We project our fears onto people. We project the things we want to do, our plans, our goals, especially parents do that shit all the time with their kids.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So I think that that's normal. I guess when it gets toxic is what somebody said, like when you're projecting your past relationship traumas onto your next relationship and partner. We all do that shit. Like, it's just about being mindful about the fact that you do it. Like, all right, for example, I think one of the reasons why I have said, like, I don't want kids, a lot of it has to do with the people I've seen around me, how they have kids, and it's always changed their relationship for not always the better. Like, they end up, the guy gets scared, or it's too much responsibility. He doesn't show up as a partner. He's not picking up calls. He's not even coming to see the child anymore. The people, they break up, the couple breaks up. It's like always been kind of like unhealthy and toxic. And I'm like, oh shit, that's like my biggest fear. So I don't want it done to me. But now if I get involved with somebody who really wants kids and I'm like iffy about it, am I iffy about it because I really don't want kids, or am I placing my fears onto that? Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I understand what you mean by that.
Yeah. I just haven't seen a situation where it looks good.
Have you never try to think about the people that have been successful, like with that? You know what I mean?
I feel like it's just been more people that have been unsuccessful. And it's been unsuccessful. I think that's another reason why, oh my God, we're getting into it right now. I didn't have my therapy session today, so thank you, Anthony, for being here. She did it. Hold on, side note. She forgot to pencil me in. Well, not pencil me. She forgot to put it in the calendar. Never showed up for the session. I was waiting by the phone, like a sad little. I felt like a kid whose mom forgot to pick them up.
You don't have the violin anymore.
No. Oh my God. I felt like shit, but whatever. Now we're going to go on 3 weeks that I haven't had a session. But what were we talking about? Projection, relationships, that's another reason why I've like felt like I needed marriage in every relationship, because it's like, all right, before we have kids, I would like to be married, but it's because I felt like marriage brought me some type of security. Like, if we get married, it's gonna make it harder for you to leave me when we do have a child. And so now that I'm realizing that you could still leave my ass. You could still leave my ass. Still divorce me, or maybe not divorce me, but you could still find a place, move out, hardly come around. Like, it doesn't matter. You can't make anybody behave or do anything.
Exactly. There's no right way to do anything anyway.
No.
You know what I mean? It's never going to be a right way.
No.
So it's either you're going to keep projecting that upon any kind of relationships and be scared to take a leap, or you're just going to do it. At the end of the day, if you have a child with someone and it doesn't work out, well, you still have this child, and you still can take care of them. You still they're still gonna be loved around with family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Someone very close to you was married once, had a child. It didn't work out. Then they found someone that worked out really well with, and they had another child.
That's a nice story.
You know what I mean? So it's like she went from something that probably was one of the lowest points of her life, quite possibly, to just overcoming that, and now is at a higher point in her life and is happier. So it's like,
I guess, and also something too, like, I know that whatever we fear, we end up becoming too, and that kind of scares me too, because I don't want to fear it to a point where I end up calling it to my life. So I try to like shift the perspective a little bit.
And that's why, like, for myself, who never wanted kids or anything like that growing up, I know I would be a good father because I didn't have it. So in my head, I always say to myself, like, if I have a child, whatever, in the next year, I know that I'll be able to support this kid. I would be there. There's no way I'm going to leave it, because I didn't have a father growing up. So everything that I have, I know I'm going to just give to this kid. You know what I'm saying? You see me around kids. Like, you know how I am around kids. Like, I'm great around kids.
Yeah.
But I never wanted kids on my own. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I'm personally not great around kids.
But if it happens, I know I would be a good father. just because I've said that to myself though. But you know what I'm saying? I'm projecting that like, yo, I'm gonna be a good father because I didn't have that shit. So no matter what, I'll make sure that I try to go like every event like I can, you know, whenever I gotta pick
No, you're gonna be
up,
present.
Yeah, so I already know that. I already said to my it's never like I said, I've said I don't want kids, but it's never one of those things where I'm like, oh man, if I get this girl pregnant, I'm not gonna be there. Like I don't have that in the back of my head. Or I'm making her go get an abortion. But do you ever,
because me, and I want to get back to actually tackling that question, but a little off topic. Do you ever think, if I get this girl pregnant, I'm going to be there for her, not just the kid?
No, both. Like that's, like,
but like be there for her in what way? Financially, romantically, or both?
Well, it depends. If we're in a relationship, then that's, no matter what, that's just, you know what I mean? That's the case. If we weren't in a relationship, then, well, we can talk about things and see what we want, where we want to go with this.
Okay. I see what you mean.
I wouldn't want to just kind of force a relationship in that, but I would definitely be there like, yo, wherever we got to go, doctor's appointments and like all these things. And then you never know, something could happen from that. But I wouldn't be like, oh, now you're on your own. You got to handle that by yourself. Yeah. Like, that's never going to happen. Yeah. Like, I would never do that shit. The only way I wouldn't be there for a kid is if I'm not here. That's the only way. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, getting back to that, projecting your past relationship traumas, I think, I think we all do that. I do think it's important to kind of understand, and you might disagree, but I think it's important to kind of understand why your partner is doing that. Where is it coming from and what they've been through? But then as much as you can tell them, yo, I'm not going to hurt you, I'm not going to do that to you, you can't always guarantee that you won't hurt your partner. And I think that's the problem with a lot of the projections. I think we think, all right, well, if I tell him what I've been through and if I tell him I'm scared of this happening to me, then he's not going to do it because he knows that it would really hurt me. But you can't guarantee that your partner, not that he's not going to care enough, but it may happen that he hurts you and might do the same thing. So essentially, I think we have to take that into our own hands and just be like, you know what? These are issues that I have to work through and healing from, I guess. And if I have to be okay that this may happen to me again, but by the time, if it does happen to me again, I'll at least be healed and stronger, that I'll be able to deal with it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Why are you laughing?
Because I'm thinking about myself. It's something else that I have in my head. I'm not.
No, well, go ahead. I finished my point.
Because the only way I ever really project on people, that's why I was laughing in my head. Because it's so stupid. It's like a little thing though. It's nothing crazy.
Okay.
It'd be like with zodiac signs. So if I dated,
I was not expecting you to say
that's why I was laughing in my head.
What the fuck are you talking about?
So like, if I dated a sign and then I talked to another girl that's that sign, I'm like, oh nah.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Nah. I'm like, all right. I gotta. Let me. You know what? Let me.
But not every sign is the same.
Nah, I'll be doing that shit. I'll be doing that shit.
You're
like,
dumb.
Like, nah.
You're
you know
dumb.
what I'm saying? So like, yo, them Scorpios, fucking passionate, crazy asses.
You gotta understand though, like.
I get it. But that's why I say it's more like lighthearted though with it.
No, yeah,
it's not
lighthearted.
Like I'm not about to like let that.
Everybody.
I'm not about to let that dictate the whole relationship. But like you tell me you said, I'm like in Taurus, like all right, I already know this is gonna be a stubborn ass.
Stubborn.
You ain't gonna listen to shit I say.
Do you know how many other people are fucking stubborn in this world? We're all fucking stubborn. Yeah, that should have been a word.
Not like Taurus though, but you know.
I don't really know that many Taurus. But yeah, I don't know. Projection. So. It happens. Understand, do your best, but you can't avoid it. You just gotta heal through it. That's it. It's up to the person to heal through it. Boom.
Can we get like a transition kind of thing going on?
Yeah, go ahead, press one.
I don't know what's
Make it spicy.
Make it spicy. Let me get a horn in here. And then which one? Monica?
No, TC.
Said press one. I said Monica. No.
Nah, because Monica's the closing one. Which one are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do? Okay. All right, this is something lighthearted. The difference between being nice and flirting. Like, what are the signs that someone may or may not be interested? All right, wait.
Is that two different questions?
Yes.
Okay, so I was like, wait, what?
Well, I guess that's how you can tell if someone's being nice or being flirty. Like, what are the signs, I guess? So...
flirting...
Flirting, is it always sexual?
No. But flirting is a little bit... Nice is different. Like, you know, someone's smiling, very, you know, friendly. Flirting, it's like a look. a look, and then sometimes a touch.
First of all, that tickles. So like, why?
Sometimes a touch, like, you know what I'm saying? A touch and a look. Like
a look,
yeah,
a touch,
yeah,
a touch
like,
and a
you
look.
know, like
I don't know, because I feel like when I've been nice, I also can be accused of flirting. I laugh a lot. I laugh when I'm flirting, and I laugh when I'm being nice. I just laugh, and I think I'm not a big, and maybe the touching, but sometimes I touch people and I'm not even trying to touch them like that. Like I touch my guy friends, like, oh my God, it's so funny, but I don't mean it in a flirty way.
Correct.
But if I was flirting, I would do the same thing too. So it's kind of hard to decipher.
So you don't know when you're flirting or being nice.
No, I know internally if I like you like that, but on the outside looking in, it looks like I'm the same no matter what, whether I'm being nice or I'm being flirty. So it's weird.
Gotcha.
I don't know how to tell. For me, I'm more direct too. Like if I like somebody, it's like, yo, I like you. Do you like me back? Because I don't really want to waste the time of like
That's kind of boring.
guessing. No, like we're gonna flirt back and forth, but then after a while, it's like you could be flirting and it's just fun for you to flirt. How do I know if you really like me? I don't want to keep flirting with you for weeks and weeks. Like, yo, you like me? What's up? What are we doing? We gonna hang out? We on the show? Like, what are we gonna do?
Well, yeah, it's different.
That's what I'm saying. But for me, that's how I know if someone's interested. If they're like more direct and they're just like, yo, I'm feeling you. Let me take you out.
You know, a period of time. I mean, it's like the first
Necessarily.
time meeting someone. I mean, that's what I was kind of like.
So how do you know if
No.
someone's interested? Because they could just be nice. They could just be interested in being nice to you.
I don't know how to explain it, honestly.
It's a look and a touch.
Because, all right, I don't want to sound like arrogant.
Here we go.
No.
About to sound mad arrogant
No,
right
no,
now.
I'm not. Just because I have been approached by women in my life. Or it's been made very clear that they want me to approach them, or you know what I'm saying? They maybe leaning a little bit closer when they talking. It's just like, I don't know. It's a fucking
vibe. It's an energy.
It's an energy. Like if you got it, you got it. Like, you know what I mean? Like if
You would be able to tell.
Yeah, like if I'm out, I know if someone is giving me that energy. Like I know what that feels like. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's hard to explain, but when it happens, you know what it is.
But then you got people who swear that everything is an energy.
Yeah, but some people just don't got the juice.
But they think they do. And so like anybody who gives them any type of attention is like, oh yeah, she wants me. And it's like, no, she don't.
That's just someone that says hi to them. They just, the girl that's like,
oh, she's looking at me. No,
that's
she's
bringing
not.
them up at the cash register. No, that's different.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
No, I ain't
It's
talking about
corny.
like that type of. I'm talking about like some real like. First of all, if you walk past a girl and she looking back at you, or you know what I'm saying, like all those type of things, like that's different. Like, you know what I'm saying, like if a girl, she give you like some little smile, she says hi to you first, kind of thing. Like there's energy. Women don't like to say hi to people first. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's like those little things. Like that's the stuff I'm talking about. Like that happens. So I know what it is. A lot of dudes just think everyone that fucking has a fucking vagina is that energy with them.
All right, something a little more toxic before we get into like I think a healthy. Okay, so should I repeat what I just said? What are we gonna say? You gonna say some dumb shit? Okay, something a little more toxic, and then we're gonna end on a positive note.
Wait.
Why?
Why if I'm gonna say something, it's gotta be some dumb shit?
Because you look like you had a smile, like you was about to say some dumb shit and it was gonna be funny, but I guess not. All right, fine, that's it. The end. All right.
Shit I gotta deal with.
Finding shit in your man's phone. Do you confront or let it go? I'm gonna go first.
Please do.
All right. I always confront. I am not about to
Whoa,
harbor.
You always confront? How many times have you had to confront? God damn. Jesus Christ.
All right.
It's just a regular
Out
Wednesday.
of the few times I've always confronted, so I can say always. Yo, mind your business.
I'm not
Anyway,
mind my
it
business.
takes
You
two to
talking
be
about it.
toxic, and I have definitely
Has this
participated.
happened with more than
in-
one person? More
Yeah.
than two people?
No, not more than two people.
Okay. Sheesh.
And so what if it did? I'm allowed to make
You
mistakes.
should have checked one phone and that's never again.
Listen, should be happening. But no, I always confront. I don't think it's good to harbor any resentment, because then I'm going to keep it to myself. I'm going to be looking at you some type of way because I feel like I know this deep, dark secret of yours and it's affecting me, and now I can't sleep and now I can't eat and now I want to punch you every time I see you. So I was like, fuck it, let's just talk about it. But it is a weird situation because then you have to admit that you were looking through whatever the fuck it was that you were looking through. And you end up looking kind of dumb for that. And then they could always use, oh, you invaded my privacy. You don't trust me. Now I can't trust you for you doing that, blah, blah, blah.
All right.
And it's
so
just...
Then you invade someone's privacy and look,
Yes.
right? Now, they fuck somebody else, right?
Well, I've never seen that.
Okay.
Thank God. I
Or
would have died.
something that's... Well, whatever you see, like, it's something that's
Everything, honestly, it's so, wait, but it's like, side note, sometimes it'd be so stupid, but like, if you're looking for something, you're going to find something. And even if it's the slightest thing, like he texted somebody like, hey, what's up? And it was like 10 minutes before he texted you, hey, what's up? It's like, well, why the fuck did that bitch get the text first? Like, it will be any little thing that you will like magnify. So I just feel like, just don't do it. But anyway, continue with your point.
Okay, so, no, what I was just going to ask, if it's something that's like, grounds for breakup kind of thing, then is it still considered invading someone's privacy? Or is it just like, nah, we overdone like
That's
with
the
kind of
thing.
thing?
It's
Because at the end of
like-
the day, yeah, you invaded their privacy, but you found out something
Like,
that,
bro, you violated everything.
you know what I mean? So I'm just curious. Like, would that be an issue?
I mean,
still
it's kind of
fucked
like,
up.
if you think about, it is fucked up, but if you think about like how people get judged for, I mean, it's not a crime to cheat, but certain crimes are not as big as others. So like me looking through your phone, you're not about to equate that with you cheating on me. Like, it's not the same thing.
Okay.
So it's like, all right, I looked through your phone, but like I had valid reason to look through your phone because look at what I found. Like, you're not about to fucking say that that's worse than what you did to me.
Yeah, but I'm breaking up with you because you looked at my phone first.
Then you a bitch and we shouldn't be together anyway. Fuck it.
And now you're gonna be the crazy one, heartbroken, and want me back because I broke up with you because you looked through my phone, and now you the crazy one for
Reverse psychology.
Reverse
That's
psychology.
sick.
I can be toxic if I want to.
Oh yeah, we all can.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, we all can.
I just put my fuckboy hat down a long time ago.
I think you should confront it. I think maybe if you are the type of person to look through people's phone on a consistent basis,
That's crazy.
then maybe really, damn, what I was gonna say was super toxic.
Say it, fuck it.
First of all, the healthy thing to do, let me start with the healthy. The healthy thing to do would be first to be like, all right, well, why do I feel the need to do this? Do I not trust this person? Why don't I trust this person? Maybe you could work through that on your own with your therapist or with your partner themselves. The other thing I was going to say is, all right, if it's not that bad, then like let it go and then just keep checking until you find something that's bad. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to rationalize here. If it's not that bad, if he's just like, I don't fucking know. What's not that bad? What's like a small offense?
What's not that bad?
Like liking a picture?
No, see
That's nothing.
well, I mean, to some people, that's a big
nothing.
thing.
But that's all right. That's nothing compared to him being like, yo, I want to fuck the shit out of you.
Correct.
There's levels. So like if it's just something small like that and you didn't find anything else and it's clear that he doesn't really delete, because there's people who like delete all their text message threads. Like they don't have nothing. Like you're really trying to hide some shit.
Oh yeah, they just.
I have all my text message threads since I got this phone. I have everything.
my shit
Like
since
I
the
don't
90s.
delete none of that shit. So for me it's like, I don't got nothing to hide. Fuck it.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Like deleting everything.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like,
Nigga
if you
can't even
see
text
that
his
he
mama.
has, right, if you see that he has all his shit there, he's really not on that type of time. It's like you could let some things go.
Yeah. No, definitely.
And I also
Because
don't believe-
I leave my phone open. I be just leaving my phone. I don't even be giving a
Everyone
fuck.
knows my code. My friends know my codes. Anybody I date, 1992. Guys, 1992.
Oh, now I know your code. I didn't know your code.
I don't care. I don't got shit.
Yeah.
I don't got shit. Whatever you find is on you. It is your business.
I'm going to search for you guys and post it.
You're retarded. Fuck. I had a point I was gonna make shit and I forgot.
But I'm not.
Yeah, keep going.
I'm
so
not. I can't even bring myself to search someone's phone. Like I can't do it. Like I wouldn't even know what to do. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I wouldn't even want to go there.
Yeah.
Only thing, like I've said before, I'm so used to when like a notification pops up looking. So if a notification pop up and there's a message there, I'll see that just because I'm so.
Okay, so it wouldn't fuck with you if like John is texting your girl and you just see John and you're like, who the fuck is John? It's not gonna fuck with
I'm
you a
not
little
about to
bit.
be like, well,
Come on.
it depends on like what if John's like, oh, I miss you.
But what if you just
I miss
see
seeing your
John?
face and I want to squeeze you or some shit?
You're not
That's
gonna be able to
different.
read all that quickly from her phone.
Well, no, the message just pops up with like it's.
You're gonna
whatever.
see. You're gonna.
I read quick as fuck when it comes to shit, yo. Because I'm so used to like mine. I just be looking quick. Like half the time I be seeing shit and I just be like, oh, let me just look away kind of thing. But I'm not. It's not my. Like I said, I'm not gonna be like, okay.
But then you're gonna confront if you see like, yo, I miss you.
I'm gonna see her. I'm gonna see her energy. You know what I'm saying? And then now if I see her acting, okay, bitch, I can play that way too.
So you're gonna play the game with her.
I'm gonna just be alright. I'm gonna just be super.
You're just not gonna give a fuck.
I just maybe.
But
that
that's also being sneaky and like.
It ain't being
Weird.
sneaky.
It's weird. That's why I'd rather confront, because now look, you don't say nothing. You let it slide. But now you're gonna start moving differently in that relationship because you didn't confront it head on.
But I'm good at like I know how to. I could treat someone like shit, but not make it so overt if I want to. You know what I mean? Like I can make you feel like you don't exist. So if that's the way I could get back at someone in a way like that, I don't need to fucking go. I'll just whatever. All right, cool. That's what you want to. You want to be on that type of time. I know how to be an ass too.
But then why not just break up with her? But then you're not gonna break up with her over that. That's what you're still being petty.
I'm just being.
No, that's still being petty when you could just be like, yo, who's John? Like,
I could
what's
do
that
that
about?
too.
I think that's a way better approach.
But sometimes as a man, you just want guaranteed pussy.
Okay, fuck it. So
and that's what it is. Some guys just be like, you know, fuck it. I'm just deal with whatever. Like, cool. You want like this? I bet. So when the next time I go out and all these chicks are flirting with me,
you're gonna engage.
If I go home with one that night, it just happens that way.
Oh God, that's toxic. See, I don't want to move that way.
I don't want to move that way either. That's
yes,
why,
you do, because that's what you would rather do,
no,
and
I'm
that's
saying,
like
but that's
weird.
Why I'm leaving my phone open. You can check and see that I'm not doing these things. I'm not engaging in these activities. So if you want to behave this way,
oh God,
if you want
I'm
to,
not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Say it.
Eat a dick.
Fucking Bronx chicks over here.
Eat a dick, bro. Like, fuck out of here. All right. It's okay to be confrontational with your partner, not in an aggressive way or in a disrespectful way, but instead of covering it up, hiding the fact that you checked his phone and you saw some shit. Now you're gonna start moving differently because you know he's flirting with this bitch, so now you're gonna flirt with the other guy. What is the end goal here? Like, what is the point of being in a relationship like that? That's kind of where I don't get it. Like, I don't want to be in a relationship where I feel like, well, one, I really shouldn't be in a relationship if I'm checking your phone. But now if I do, and it's stirring something in me that's making me want to move differently now, and I want to talk to all these guys because I feel like you're talking to all these girls. Why are we together? It's like a game. We just going to be playing this game back and forth? What's the point?
Exactly. So you've been in relationships where you haven't checked the phone?
Yes.
And how did you feel when you was in those relationships?
Honestly, I still felt like I had like things to be insecure about, but then again, projection. I'm insecure. Mm-hmm. So if I'm insecure, I'm always going to be insecure, whether you're doing something or not. That's a me problem.
So even when you had trust in the person, you still felt
felt like maybe he is. Maybe he does go on, he flirts with other girls. Maybe he is doing this, maybe he is. But again, it's like you kind of have to tell yourself, I have no control over what is done behind my back. Period.
So I'm asking because either way, it's like kind of pointless. If you're checking the phone or not, it doesn't even matter because
they can still do whatever they want to do.
Still feel a certain way, even if you're doing it or not, even if checking or not. So it really just comes down to you just having to be trust. That's why I say I can't even picture myself getting to that point where I'm checking someone's phone because I trust the person I'm with no matter what.
I think, trust the other person, but it's not even about the other person. You got to get to a point where you're just okay with you.
Exactly.
And what you bring to the table in the relationship.
Yep.
Fuck the other person, because they may be very trustworthy for 10 years. And then on the 11th year, that's when they want to show their ass and do all that extra shit. People change. You got to be okay with knowing that someone's going to flip on you. They may not, but they may. So it's like...
because all relationships have different stages.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it just comes down to the person. Like, you got to figure out what you're insecure about and work through that. And also remember that ignorance is bliss. I firmly believe that. So just enjoy your relationship as much as you can. And that's it. All right. Sheesh. This one is kind of related. Your ex checking your Instagram page after he was the cause of the toxicity and breakup. I don't really know how I feel about that. Block him.
I mean,
if you don't want him checking your shit, block. Unless he's like making fake pages. So that's like insane to me.
This is a crazy one. Like shit. I thought like, at first it was gonna be just like.
First of all, why do y'all want to see your ex's page? I will block all my ex's pages. I don't want to see what you're doing.
I mean,
if we ended toxically, toxically is a word, right?
This is toxic.
If we ended, it was toxic. You were the cause of the breakup. I don't want to see you happy. And maybe that's fucked up on my end, but it's like, I hate you and I'm upset and I don't want to see you. And people be like, oh, that's petty. But my therapist told me it's not petty. She was like, whatever you need to do to make yourself be at peace, that's fine.
Why would that be petty?
And remember when I had Garrick and his friend here, they were like, oh, blocking somebody is too much energy.
No. Yeah, well,
blah.
No. That's different.
But if it brings you peace, then do that.
No. If you and I are in a relationship, I cheat on you, get someone else pregnant. Just saying hypothetical, right? I cheat on you and get someone that led to the end of a relationship, obviously. And you're distraught, whatever.
I don't want to see you happy with a new bitch and your new family. That's my God.
That's a great reason to block somebody.
Oh my God. That's so heartbreaking.
That's a great reason to block someone.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like, if we're just peaceful and it's just like, oh, block this motherfucker kind of thing, that's different. But like on a situation where like you really got, if it ended like that, like, okay, that's different. You don't want to see this person. This shit gonna bring up some fucking wounds that you gotta deal with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So of course you may.
I think in that situation though, I would say communicate that with your partner too. Like be like, yo, my ex keeps checking my page, blah, blah. I just want to let you know in case he decides to start some shit.
Or just for like maybe a month or two, deactivate.
Why I gotta deactivate my shit?
Just deactivate for like a month or two.
No,
yes,
fuck that.
Deactivate for a month or two. No. I love deactivate.
Talk about it.
Deactivate for a month or two.
Why do I have to deactivate my shit?
Because the ex is checking, but you're noticing that the ex is checking too. So you're looking to see if he's checking. You just need to remove yourself from that platform completely. How are you going to know your ex is checking your page?
Because she's, or he. I don't want to. Well, then nobody knows. Maybe because she's checking.
She's checking
to see if he's checking.
To see. So it's like now.
But just block him. If it's really bothering you, why are you not blocking him?
You may block him, but then it's like, yo, I got to go see if he's checking for somewhere else, or just. So that's what I mean. It's like, yo,
feeding into it.
You're feeding into that a little bit. Just remove yourself from the platform for a little bit, just like I said, a month or two.
Yeah.
And then come back with like a clear mind. Because now, if you remove yourself from this platform, see what happens. See if you're now trying to see, oh my God, is he texting me now? Like, are you thinking that in your head now? So maybe you're really not over this person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're knowing someone's checking your shit, why are you searching? You're searching.
Yeah, because I have to say, like, if I'm really over somebody and I don't care, like, watch me. I don't give a shit. And I've been in situations like that, and it's like, I think the best revenge, no, I don't want to say revenge, but the best way to tell that you really moved on is, like you said, like when you just don't care anymore and you're just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
See what I'm doing, see who I'm with. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm over it.
But again, I do agree blocking someone for a toxic thing like that is good. You need to get rid of that. But then if you are constantly checking to see if they're watching, certain situations, not, it could be you might be still holding on to something, or you just want to know if this person is looking for you.
Yeah.
So that's just my opinion.
All right, we have one more topic, but I want to transition because I was heavy. So do the KL. It's not even KL, it's KC. That looks like an owl. You need to learn how to write. Gunshots. All right, guys. Last topic. And this one is, we can tie this together. I don't know which one will go first. Let's start with vulnerability in relationships, friendships. What are the pros and cons, and how do you feel about dropping your guard?
Vulnerability.
Can you speak properly?
Oh, no.
Vulnerability in relationships and friendships. What are the pros and cons? Okay, let's start with cons.
Okay.
Cons, if somebody is not emotional with you back, like if you don't have emotional friends or an emotional partner, and you are the one always being vulnerable, you can kind of feel like depleted, maybe, or maybe the other person might be depleted because you're like always unloading and being vulnerable with them. But then you also feel like you're being more open than they are, so you feel like it's a one-sided friendship or relationship. Like I'm always the one to be vulnerable, so I'm always the first one to apologize. I'm always the first one to tell you when something bothers me while you act like nothing ever bothers you. So like that can be kind of annoying.
A big issue that people have is everyone is selfish, right? So just because you're sharing everything with me and you're opening up and unloading all this stuff, you're expecting me to do the same.
Yes.
That's selfish.
Okay, talk about it.
Because just because you do something does not mean I have to do it. You want to be vulnerable, which is fine. I can be there to support you that way. I just am not that person.
So you don't feel like it's necessary?
It's not necessary.
Interesting.
I don't need to go back and share everything about me with you. I just rather internalize and keep it to myself. You need someone to share with, I'll be there and listen for you. That's fine.
Okay.
But you can't expect me to do the same just because you told me your deepest, darkest secret. You needed to get that out and tell someone. Mm-hmm. I don't. I'm good with mine holding it in. Okay. So I don't need to say that. But for you, it's like, well, I told you all this about me, but you didn't tell me anything. Well, I didn't ask you. You came to me and shared this stuff. Mm-hmm.
So do you believe that you can have real growth in any type of relationship, platonic or romantic, without being vulnerable?
You can.
How? Isn't part of, okay, I'm challenging your thought. I don't know how I feel about this. Isn't part of being in a long, unconditional, even though I think all relationships are conditional, but isn't that part of like being in those relationships, seeing all the ugly parts or the real, true, honest, dark parts of someone and still choosing them?
How about you're choosing those dark parts that you share together? Not the stuff from your past. Do I know everything about your past? Do you know everything about my past?
Probably not.
So, and we have this together, but we can still thrive and be a partnership. It's one of those things where you don't need to know everything about this person. If you guys go through some things dark and you can see how this person handles, like, okay, I know how this person moves in this situation. Now we can share and build that way. Okay. You don't need to know everything that happened in someone's past.
Interesting.
What is that gaining? How are you gaining from this? You can get an understanding of how someone came to be, and you can ask some questions like, why are you so emotional, or why do you
emotionless,
why are you so emotionless? Why do you cling to things so much, and why do you need someone to be around you all the time? You can get a little bit of understanding, but you don't need to know the exacts all the time. Also,
a lot of people don't know the answers to those questions either.
Correct.
So,
and it's like I said, it's selfish just because if I come to you crying about my girlfriend breaking up with me, doesn't mean you have to come to me about your boyfriend leaving you or something. No, I just needed someone to express myself to. You don't have to share your secrets with me. And some people always feel that way, especially and it's a female thing too, like with females, like, oh, I used to do this with this chick and like blah, blah, blah. But it's just
so there's like a sense of entitlement.
Correct.
You feel like, well, yeah. I've had that in some friendships of mine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's why I said you don't always have to be vulnerable with everyone. And I don't think vulnerability is the key to a good relationship. You don't need to know everyone's fucking past. You know what I mean? You need to just be able to have some trust in this person and what you're going forward with. That's more important than your past.
Yeah, I was actually in a situation like that not too long ago where somebody was like, you didn't tell me about something. And I'm like, but I didn't think I had to. Oh, but I told you about my shit. But I didn't ask you to tell me.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying.
Now that you're saying that makes so much sense. Because I kind of was looking at the person like, it's none of your business.
Correct.
You made your business my business.
Correct.
But I didn't ask you to do that.
Exactly. And people like to do, and that's like a manipulative way of people trying to get to know you. That they'll give you something and expect you to just return with some more information. It's like, bro, I'm not asking for this shit. You're telling me willingly. All right, I'll listen. I got no problem with that. I may chime in, give you my 2 cents. If I can relate something to it, I may relate it.
Also, people handle things differently. Like, I remember I had a friend who was telling me like all her like drama. And then when it came to my drama, I wasn't telling her because I like to handle my drama in-house. In-house could be with me and my partner, or in-house is just me. Internally, by myself, that's how I handle shit. And she was like, oh, but I'm always telling you my shit. And I'm just like, we don't handle things the same way. You like to tell people your business, but I think a lot of that too, sometimes people are just seeking attention and they just want to get like pity from people, sympathy. I don't need your sympathy or pity when I'm coming to you. If I'm coming to you, it's because I really need advice or I really need support. But for the most part, I can support myself through most things and get over it. Correct. And so I didn't feel the need to tell her, but she took it personally. But I also think that people want you to be vulnerable and tell all your shit so they could. Misery likes company.
Correct.
So it was like, you want to know my drama so you could feel good about whatever the fuck you're going through and your drama. And that's another side of being vulnerable. You can't be vulnerable with everybody.
Well, people want you to stay down there with them. They're down there and they want you to be there.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Wow. You just put that in. Because at first when I read this, I'm like, oh yeah, be vulnerable. It's great. We're going to be open. We're going to share. We're going to laugh. We're going to cry. But
you don't always have to be.
You don't always have to be.
You don't always have to be.
Absolute last topic, and we can finish this before.
Just show some compassion, some empathy, those sort of things.
Yeah.
And that, but you don't have to be vulnerable.
Yeah. All right. Outgrowing friends, and how do you know if you are? I think the most obvious thing with that is like damn. Okay, I'm gonna just say this: the texts and the phone calls kind of died down. You guys don't make time to hang out with each other anymore. But I have friendships like that where I talk to them like once a month.
I don't think that's.
But you do outgrow those friendships too.
No, you just get too busy. You become an adult. You're moving through life differently. Outgrowing some friendships are outgrowing the position that your friend is in. Like your friend is still, their mindset is somewhere that yours used to be. Now, for example, like if you have a friend that chills on the block all day, smokes weed, right? You used to do that. You used to love doing that. But now
I got 2 jobs and a podcast.
You want to work and do,
Yeah.
You done outgrown that friendship. You're not doing that anymore. All right. So that's what I mean. Like, it's different. Now if that same friend was working 2 jobs and had a podcast as you just don't have time for each other. The texts and the phone calls aren't there. But y'all still cool with each other. Everything is still good. But you're mentally outgrowing that place you used to be. So that's what I think when you're outgrowing a friendship.
But all right, so do you feel like, well, yeah, because there are friendships that you could go months and then you pick right back up. Like me and Tony are like that.
Correct. That's what I said. Y'all haven't outgrown each other. You two are just.
When we're together, we're together. Like,
correct.
Yeah.
Busy.
Yeah.
Like it's a different type of dynamic. That's why I don't think it's the texting and the calling, or it's a little bit more. It's more of a mindset where it's like, that shit that we was doing years ago, I ain't with that no more. You still doing that. You still trying to do. You still wearing the same clothes that you did and dressing the same way and like speaking the same way. Like your vocabulary hasn't evolved. Your whole demeanor, nothing has evolved with you. You're still stuck as a 21-year-old. We're in our 30s. So like,
we're in our 30s. Grow up. But I do feel like there is something to be said about like lack of effort overall, though. We should still be making some type of time for each other in a friendship.
Yeah.
You can't have a 5-minute phone call conversation once a month. Like if no one's putting the effort in, all right, we're both busy, but like how busy? I feel like when you really care, you do make an effort to preserve that friendship in whatever capacity. It may not be like weekly or even bi-weekly, but there's still effort on someone's part to be like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Let's catch up. Let's talk. Let's chill.
I think in all friend circles, groups, there's always at least one person you just click with more and you're able to speak to more regularly. And it has nothing to do with like, the other people, whatever. It's just like you and this one person, y'all just are better at communicating. Like y'all talk about shit on a deeper level and y'all can just vibe out. And that's all that is. The other ones, there's no beef. We just don't talk. When y'all sound to hang out and chill, y'all great chilling. But just talking on the phone and texting, you do that better with maybe just one of your friends than you do with the others.
Still effort though.
There's effort when we go out and chill and hang out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There has to be effort, period. And whatever, that's what I'm saying. In whatever capacity, it has to be effort. All right, so we're done. Who we have next week? Kenny.
I think.
And I wanted to do something special for that episode. I don't even want to be involved in that episode.
No, I'm going
to be behind the camera.
Nope.
I'm going to be behind the camera.
No.
Let's switch it up.
No.
Let's switch it up for next week. All right, Kenny, I'm sure you're listening to this. What do you want? Do you want it to be me and you in front of the camera? Pause. It sounds crazy. Or do you want me behind the camera and you and Anthony in front of the camera?
Oh, God.
On the casting couch.
Oh, my God. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to another great episode of The Least Favored.
The Least Favored. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Press your buttons, yo.
Wait, which one is it? This one?